What is up, YouTube? So basically, what I want to try to do today is find out more about you, my subscribers. And apparently, with YouTube's research feature that I have with my analytics, I could actually see what you have been Googling. So I'm going to find out exactly what you guys are searching for. So let's start with the first one, which is strangely Bitcoin. I don't know. Okay. Guess you guys like them Bitcoins. Let's see what's up with. Wow, look at that. 91 out of 100. So basically, the vidIQ is telling me that, like, this is. Wow, what is that? 448,345 average views? That is crazy. I don't know if you guys can see. Can you see this? Okay, hold on. Let me switch it up to an RL set. There we go. So you can see here. Let me put it set number 3. Yeah, this is probably better. I can actually sort of show the videos as well. What is this?
Pretty good at knowing what the bottom is before we rip again. Where are you seeing the potential bottom in this?
I think we're at the bottom now.
Right.
I mean, I was just checking earlier today, and I was looking at the
So
on-chain
Bitcoin's not doing well?
like, and it tends to do a particular signature where it just zeroes out, and then flows coming into the
That is a
network
huge
start to
drop.
accelerate away while the price is still dropping.
Wow.
So I'm pretty confident we're within. I think this is the bottom. If it's not within 48 hours of the bottom. And so, yeah, I'm stacking up my long positions right now, personally. But yeah, I think we're pretty close. And you know, through this entire downward move, you can see from the price action and the way in which it's trading on Coinbase. There's consistent buying, and consistent outflows going into cold storage. So you know that's a signature to me as a you know, maybe an unannounced institution that's buying. Maybe it's you know, a private hedge fund, or many of them, but there's certainly a lot of buying going on from Coinbase, which tends to be US institutions. And oh, by the way, that those coins moving out, they're moving to participants that have no history of selling. So either they are new, they're brand new wallets, and they're just in accumulation mode, or they're existing holders that are continually adding to their you know, their stack of coins that they're not selling.
What is at play here that's pushing the price down? If you know, we've got all these new people coming in and buying.
Well, the way I look at it is that there's a price floor on Bitcoin based on the amount of capital that's coming in and held by long-term investors. That price floor is not the price that you see on the chart. There's a price floor which is supported by these long-term guys, which, you know, I do a lot of modeling around to try and figure out what that is. And then we'll see the speculative like price that moves above the floor, and that's influenced by short-term participants, short-term traders that are buying the Bitcoins, or now we've got the futures exchanges which do much higher volume, and they're buying these long contracts or short contracts, you know. And so that price that we actually see on the price chart can float way above the floor or even drop below it in massive scares like the COVID. And so there's plenty of room to drop. So yeah, there's certainly speculative, you know, yo-yo, springy movement above the floor to go, especially if we're high above it.
Are you talking about the Rick Astley's here as well?
Yeah, that's the strong holder thing. You know, I was talking about the Rick Astley's, which what Glassnode do is they break all the wallets up that's visible. They bring them together into clusters. Each cluster is like what looks like one person, and then you can sort of look at their history and go, well, this cohort are very speculative. You see coins coming in and out of their wallets, and so they're not really holders. They're in it to trade speculatively. Then you have the middle ground where they're stronger holders. They buy more than they sell, and then you've got the Rick Astley's of this world, which are highly illiquid. They just buy and very seldom do you see flows coming out of their wallets. And so one of the metrics that you can draw with that is to see how much of the coins flow into Rick Astley, because that dude's never going to sell or let you down, right?
Now,
You'd be crazy sell right now, because like there's more buying the dip than ever seen before.
I think when I think of narratives, actually, I think of like the newspaper or any, like almost the Bloomberg report. Stocks fell today because so-and-so did this, or the market felt fair because of that. And it's absolutely bullshit, right? Like if you're in the market, you go, no, actually it hit the technical resistance and there was a bearish divergence and it was rejected off that because all traders will have to sell because of that signal. That's why it rejected, and then someone found a narrative that also coincided to this day. And so when I look at the Bitcoin price, I'm like looking at fundamentally who's buying, who's selling, and then you can attach like, right. So like recently, the price has sold down very, very quickly, and the narrative that's been attached to it has been, it's tax season sell-off, and wow, they left it last minute because the 18th of April is the deadline for many Americans, and it's assumed that that's tax sell-off. And you look at the data, and it's like, well, overall there was very mild selling from hodlers. Overall, spot was buying, mass amount of coins moving off the exchanges. It was actually spot was buying. Who was selling? That was the futures markets, particularly the calendars market, which is linked to the CME and the sophisticated institutions who are trading the correlation to tech stocks and the S&P. So you got this narrative that it was a tech sell down, but actually it wasn't. It was traders trading this correlation. So that's what I think about narratives in terms of price action. Like I think they're too coincidental to some sort of reasoning, but not backed by any kind of the fundamental data you look at if you're looking at the markets properly. Yields increasing, tech stocks get pressure, then that is right. It's those guys that are selling down Bitcoin, but you can see that in the data, and I think that's but like I think it's very hard to attach narrative to without evidence. Just thinking, it's correlation is not causation.
The crypto market had a busy week, with most of the crypto assets showing a high degree of fluctuation. The world's oldest cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, dropped by over 4% during the week, while Ethereum shed over 8%. The third consecutive rate hike announced by the U.S. Federal Reserve will have a significant impact on the crypto market in the coming weeks. What do you think of Willy Woo's update on the Bitcoin market? If you like the content, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel as we put out daily content to keep you up to date on the market. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Okay, so that's apparently what you guys are watching in regards to what YouTube is telling me. What I can understand is like, okay, I get it. Right now is like the lowest point, the bottom for Bitcoin, because there was so much hype over the last year or so. A lot of people made money. I mean, for me, my take is like it's all up and down. A lot of the people who bought into Bitcoin either bought into the hype or really believed in it. And all it is just that after what has it been, like 3-4 years? They cashed out, or maybe a lot of people use Bitcoin as a safe haven during the pandemic. That tends to happen. That happens with gold. It had probably happened with Bitcoin. Right now is just like everybody's trying to cash out because, life is back. Everybody wants to start new businesses. Everybody wants to do things with their investment and take their money out. So those who are still holding on, maybe I might be losing out, but, in my opinion, when it comes to trading and stuff like that, or for what little I know, everything goes down and everything goes back up. It's always up and down, up and down. So it's just going to suck for people who are on my channel, subscribing, Googling for Bitcoin. So I wish you guys all the best with your trading, and I hope over the next couple of years, Bitcoin looks great for you. See you guys around. Oh yeah, and don't forget to like and subscribe.